Hello everyone, welcome to Fat Worms. I'm Bruce. We're going to have a little bit of a look at migrating some worms, existing breeder worms, out of some overdue pooey mass into new bedding that's been laced with lots of lovely food. In my previous video I showed how the breeders in this blue bin were going so well, but the bedding was really very pooey and full, absolutely full of cocoons. And I said at that stage I'm going to leave it for a little while, but I changed my mind. So I'm doing a light migration, which means this bit at the back is the bedding they're coming out of, what's left of it, and they're moving into this side of my blue tub, and I'm leaving this side, the old bedding, uncovered, exposed to the light and exposed to the atmosphere. There's a bit of breeze blows through the shed. It's not exactly a weather-tight shed, and that's helping to drive off a little bit of the moisture in the old bedding. Achoo, pardon that. So it's starting to dry it down a little bit, and as it's drying down, and it's only really just started, I'm coming in and turning over and manually giving them a hand to decide to move up into the clean new bedding out of the old pooey bedding. And as I go, and I won't do too much of this here, oops, slips, I'm moving the old bedding, once the big breeder worms are out of it, over into this big pooey tray, and this will be left uncovered to dry and then sifted to separate the cocoons that this is absolutely full of, and the tiny little worms. There are some wisps and wormlets in here. Let's see if I can find something easy to show you while we're here. Oh, they're all hiding down the bottom somewhere. Oh, here's a breeder worthy adult. You can go back across in with your mates over here. Yeah, so this will all be sifted out into castings and cocoons and wormlets, and the cocoons and wormlets will go into a Growout, like one of these, and we'll have a combination of old compost and new bedding and food, and they'll be fed up and they'll grow up and grow out and be used somewhere. I'm not sure yet where, but I thought you'd like to see how this is going. So this is just 2 days of the migration, and we're just going to have a look and see how many of the breeders have come across, and I think it's fair to say the answer is lots, most of them. And just have a look over here and see how ready these are for breeding. Well, there's two here getting into position to swap genetic material. There's two more over here. It is a bit moist. They like it a bit moist in their breeding area. Just gets them all slimy and in the groove. And these will stay in this tub now for at least 3 weeks. There is a notional 3-week cycle, but again, as per this last time, it'll be a bit longer than 3 weeks, because in 3 weeks time we'll be right in the middle of moving all of our life goods and chattels up to Saddleworth, a little town in the mid-north of South Australia. And when we've settled in up there, it'll be time to reset these again, and hopefully we'll have another good look at these when we're in Saddleworth. So that'll be exciting, I hope. So that's all there is to show today. I just thought it would be interesting to see how a light migration from this pooey mess they've been in for a good couple of months now into brand new bedding, and just a little bit of the old bedding coming across, which helps to seed the new bedding with the bacteria and bring across some other little bugs. So if you find this interesting, please give the video a like, and if you're new here, or even if you're just browsing in here, and you have in the past, it would help me a lot if you'd subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you, and I'll see you in 3 weeks.